G'day Reefers, I'm Cam the Fish Guy. Welcome to Aquatica TV. Today we have a really exciting event. We're going to be doing a new episode on epic tanks and why they work. We have probably the most epic tank we've ever brought to you on Aquatica TV. Welcome to Anything QT Reef. The Anything QT Reef is 10 feet long by 3.5 feet wide by 2.5 feet high. It is an awesome looking tank, and what we're looking at the moment is effectively the front, but it is a room divider tank. So you can view this tank from the other side where there's a couple of couches to make it a nice place to view. Now there's also a third very interesting viewing panel, which I'll show you in just a minute. But let's look at the other side of the tank and have a closer look at the fish and corals. We're on the other side of the tank now. This is the side that you see the full length of the 10 feet. So you've got this huge viewing panel that really allows you to appreciate all of the fish. And the fish are really the feature of this tank. It's incredible how many bright, colorful angels, wrasses, tangs, and more there are in this tank. Let's have a quick look at the corals. The corals actually take a back seat in this tank to the fish. Let's have a look at the corals before we have a closer look at the fish, and I'll see how many of the fish I can actually name. I love the fact this tank has got some really large colonies of coral. We've got quite a large tabular acro here. There's this blue acro, there's a large galaxia back here. On the other end, we've got the huge Dallas colonies, and having big colonies in a tank this size really gives a beautiful effect. But the fish are the star of this beautiful tank, so I'm going to see how many of these fish I can actually name. I've got 60 seconds to name as many fish as possible in this tank. So we've got a sohull, we've got a queen, we've got a blonde meso, we've got an Achilles, we've got a femininus wrasse, we've got a lineatus wrasse, a conspic angel, a blueface angel, a lime green wrasse, a flame angel, a japonicus tang, we've got a Cortez angel, a gem tang, Atlantic blue tang, emperor angel, Navarcus angel, China wrasse, there's a Scott's Ferry rat, no, it's a monsoon wrasse. We've got Annularis angel, Genacanthus Watanabe, I think. We've got some sort of wrasse, I don't know what it is. Clownfish, definitely clownfish. Convict tang, the Tomonoi Tomini tang. We've got a coral beauty. We've got a, what else? Achilles tang. We've got a black leopard wrasse. Time up. Bandit angel, damn it! Bandit, how could I miss a bandit? Needless to say, there are a heap of fish in this tank, and there's so many that I can't even list them all in 60 seconds. But this is an amazing tank, and we're here to see exactly how it works. So it's time for us to have a look at the equipment that runs this amazing tank.
We're above the tank, and I just thought I'd point out a couple of interesting things about the way this tank is set up. First of all, the lighting. We have ATI hybrids, so they're 8 T5 fluoros running across each of these fittings, and they have LEDs in the center. So they do provide a really nice spread of light across such a wide tank. But also the color of light that they're putting out is perfect for this tank with the focus squarely on the fish. But the other thing about this tank, which is interesting up here, is the net cover. This is an NVS custom net cover system. And as you can imagine, the fish in this tank are incredibly valuable, both emotionally to the owner, but also financially. There's some really rare, cool fish, and if they were to jump out, it would be tragedy. So this net cover system is very neat, and it does an excellent job of keeping the fish in the tank. Let's check out the filtration of this amazing system. The filtration for this tank is actually run from this control center here. Now we've got the return pump controller, that's a Royal exclusive. We've got the Wavemaker MP60 controllers down here. Also the Apex, it's very neat. It's in this cupboard, so it's tucked away. But the interesting thing is exactly where the filtration is, and that's outside. Let's check it out. Something that's really important to me as an aquarium service provider is having a filtration system that is easy to work on. And this is the filter system for this amazing tank. We've got a large sump outside, and it's fed from the tank with a 50mm drainage pipe into a filter sock, goes through a heap of biological filtration media, and importantly, there's a massive skimmer. We've got a Bash C Beckett skimmer, which is fed by 2 Fluval C pumps, each 12,500 litres an hour. So there's 25,000 litres an hour going through this huge skimmer. And that really is one of the secrets as to why this tank can sustain such a huge number of fish. There's a huge huge skimmer and a massive amount of biological filtration media. This tank also has an automatic water change system. Every day, this 2,500 litre tank has 100 litres water changed using natural seawater. There's a calcium reactor. We've got an Apex system controlling this, Tico chiller. It is a really good filtration system, and this is really the heart of the biological stability of this huge tank with a massive amount of fish. This tank really is the sort of tank that people dream about when they decide to get a marine tank. There's really nothing else like it that we've seen. The number of fish is incredible. And what is the secret to being able to keep so many fish disease-free in this tank? Well, the secret is stringent quarantine processes. Every coral and fish that goes into this tank goes through a stringent quarantine process. The corals are held in fishless systems for 90 days. This means that parasites can't live on the corals for the 90 days without the fish, so that when the corals go into the tank, they're not bringing in protozoans and other diseases. The fish also go through a quarantine process. They're held in specialized quarantine systems for 14 days, and in those 14 days, they go through the tank transfer method, TTM. Effectively what this is the fish are changed from one tank to another tank 5 times, spending no longer than 48 hours in any one of the tanks. And this means that the fish effectively outrun the life cycle of the protozoan parasites. So when they're introduced into this tank, they're not bringing in any disease. Now this is particularly important when you have a tank with so many fish. If there was one fish to be introduced with a protozoan parasite, it would very quickly spread and cause big problems. So this is an amazing tank, and it is definitely true that the big secret to why this tank is so successful is because of the stringent quarantine processes. Previously, I alluded to the fact that there is actually a third viewing panel on this tank, and it's one of the most interesting viewing panels you'll ever see,
it is a porthole. And it is a really cool spot to just relax and look at the fish. And they come right up to you. They're really, really friendly. They're very curious fish. There's our Sohal tang, our regal angel. It's a really cool spot just to relax and look at the fish. The Anything QT tank certainly qualifies as an epic tank. It's possibly the best marine fish tank I've ever seen, and I'm so glad we've got the opportunity to bring it to you today. So that's our episode of Gallery Aquatica TV. Thank you so much for watching. We'll bring you more epic tanks in future episodes. I'm Kevin the Fish Guy. Happy reefing. So anyway, I need to know some of the fish that I didn't get out in the 60 seconds. I don't think I got...
Did you get a lavender?
Lavender?
Yeah,
Lavender. Oh, lavender tank! I sell heaps of those!
Jody wrasse?
Oh yeah, that's another one.
Cleaner?
Cleaner wrasse! Can you believe they get cleaner wrasse? Did I say Potter's Angel?
Potter's Angel?
I got stumped on those.
Venistus? Venistus? This
What's
is
that?
Labuck.
Little book.
L-U-B-B-O-C-K.
I can't believe I didn't get Bandit Angel. The most obvious, beautiful one in there.
Terminiki. Flagfin.
Flagfin. Oh yeah. I would never have got his name right either.
It's just an aberration angel.
Aberration.
Yeah. Aberration damsel.
No, it's not a damsel. Is it the most expensive fish in there? No, but it's pretty unusual though, isn't it? I guess that's its appeal. What else did I get? Oh, well, I was never going to get that wrasse.
Long-nosed hawkfish.
Long-nosed hawkfish.
Timor. It's called Timor wrasse.
Timor wrasse. Minus blending? I don't think it said minus blending.
Golden minus.
So you do have a magenta streak or Labuti wrasse. Is that the one I said before?
It's a Labuti.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, and the Anthias. Ventralis Anthias. I didn't even say it, but I didn't see it, so that doesn't count.
It's in the corner.
There's flasher wrasse of some sort. We love flasher wrasse.
Longfin. There's a longfin and there's a carpenter's.
No, not carpenters.
Flame wrasse.
Flame wrasse. So I called that a black leopard, yeah. Flame hawk. What else?
Clown tang.
Clown tang. That should be the most obvious one. I said clown, so I'll start with there. Blue, did I say blue tang?
No. Nice whiskey too. But very good.
Right. No worries.
Yeah.
It is very nice,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it is. Very smooth. Exquisite wrasse.
Exquisite. Scopaz tang that you can get.
Yeah. Exquisite wrasse.
I think I needed more than 60 seconds. What is that?
It's a lime wrasse. That's a Singapore angel.
Of course. Yep.
There's a lime wrasse.
I got the lime wrasse. Yep.
Couple of different clowns there, if you can name them all.
Well, I said clownfish. That meant that was for all the clowns as well as the clown tang. Is that an Asper Angel?
Yes, Asper.
Yep. That was hiding at the time. What else? Oh, yellow tang?
Yeah. Roseband, fairy wrasse.
Oh, we got that one. Freckle face?
Yeah. Maze angel.
Oh, maze. What's this one? Blue on the back, yellow.
That's a Venistus.
Oh, personifier.
Yeah.
I didn't get personifier.
Lieutenant Tang.
Oh yeah, I always get them mixed up with Olivaceous.
Yeah. There is an Olivaceous angel.
I think I said Olivaceous. I think that's it. You got plans for any more fish?
No, that's it. I'm just going to concentrate on growing some coral now.
Yeah.
And just enjoying the tank. Oh, there is possibly one more.
Yeah.
One more that I'm planning to add. Until I get it, then I'll say what it is. But
You won't say?
No, I would. Yeah. Until I get it.
Oh, I see. It means it's very rare.
Yeah.
Desumurai?
Desui.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is
Rock
amazing.
Beauty.
Rock Beauty, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get that one either.
Tang.
Oh,
Royal Grandma.
no.
Black Cap.
Black Cap. Is that the only dotty back?
Yeah, that's the only one I've got at the moment, yeah. Do you remember that one you sold it to me years ago?
Oh, the multi...
Yeah, multicolour.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the same fish.
Yeah, it's the same fish. That one was a Scots wrasse somewhere there that you saw I bought off you as well.
Yeah, I said Scots wrasse, but I think I was looking at a monsoon fairy or something, but I knew there'd be one in there, so it was a pretty safe bet.
I do remember where I bought most of my... That's one of the first I bought, that this saw hull from Atlas.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he's about 8 years old.
8 years old?
Yeah.
Wow, and so he's the oldest one, or the one that's been the longest.
Yes, he's probably the longest with a few others there.
Did you have the queen
Yeah,
from a small size?
Yeah, I've had him for about 5 years now.
Do you like them more in the juvenile or the adult?
Oh, they're nice.
I like the adult. I love
Yeah.
the trailers. Having such a big tank though, the aggression wouldn't be as detrimental.
Yeah.
Not being able to beat up.
Yeah, but it's almost like cichlids.
Yeah.
When you have them in numbers, the aggression is great.
Yeah.
So, like you'll see them, they'll have a bit of a chase here and there, but then they'll leave it at that.
No, I think they're pretty well fed. They're incredibly well conditioned fish. Incredibly well conditioned, and I guess that, I mean, obviously we didn't really talk about feeding, but that has to be a big part of this because, things like wrasse or angels, for starters, there's such a wide variety of foods that they kind of need for nutrition. What do you feed them? Mainly dry food?
Dry food, mainly dry food. A lot of dry food.
I think that makes a big difference when they're eating dry food.
Yeah.
Even
It's okay.
easy to get the nutrition to them.
Yeah.
Thank you for the scotch.
No, thank you for the scotch.
It's delicious. Very nice way to end an episode of Aquatica TV.
was.
It is an amazing tank.
Thank you, Cameron.
No worries.
And thanks for the scotch.
Thank you.
Drinking on the job again.
Only one. It's all good. That's our video for today. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and make sure you've subscribed to our channel so you don't miss an episode of Gallery Aquatica TV. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Cam the Fish Guy. Happy reefing!